yourself for a talk radio experience like no other.
Strap yourselves in and hold on.
He stands for truth. He stands for justice. He stands for what's right. This is the Alex Jones Show. Call Alex now, toll free, at 877-590-5525. Now live from Austin, Texas, here's Alex Jones.
We are locked and loaded. This is the Info War. You are on the tip of the spear of the fight for liberty and freedom against the globalists. We are breaking the mainstream media's conditioning, their brainwashing, their false left-right paradigm. We are taking action. Okay, next segment, I'm getting into the gun grab treaty, all the latest gun grabbing. This is off the chart. Obama keeps using his military program of saying this is not an assault. We don't want your guns. This is not amnesty as they push for amnesty. This is not a carbon tax as it is a carbon tax. Using his move to go after our guns and everything else with the smokescreen of the hyped-up manufactured flu known as the porcine piggly wiggly flu. Let's go ahead and take a call. Now, listen, I'm going to do this because I'm really bad. A caller calls up and gets me on a rant and a rave about the census takers violating the law, color of law, intimidating people to, turn into snitches on themselves and tell faceless bureaucrats all this stuff. In fact, we Googled census takers forced their way into door from 2000. We found a bunch of new stuff like this one. First video footage of census taker and GPS in neighborhood. Worker gets upset with homeowner for videotape. And then tells the guy, you can't videotape me in your own house. I mean, now it's not enough to have cops on a power trip violating the Bill of Rights. Now it's just millions of little mindless idiots who haven't even been given 10 minutes of training about the Bill of Rights running around on power trips. Anyways, let's go ahead. I'm going to give each caller about a minute because I want to take 7 calls in this segment and then come back and get into all of this vital news. Michael, you're on the air from Los Angeles. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the chemtrail capital of the world. But anyway, Alex, I just wanted to talk to you real quick about Mayor Anthony Villaraigosa. He's teaming up with the L.A. County Sheriffs to do basically a grab on Mother's Day. They're asking Los Angelinos to hand in their guns for groceries.
Yeah, and they did this in Canada, they do this in England, they do this in Australia. They just keep saying, hand in your guns for money, hand in your guns for money, and they show the images of people handing their guns in on the news, and the news implies guns are illegal, and that's always a prelude to real gun bans in Australia, in England, in Germany. And yes, what was it, $6 billion of the $787 billion is being given to local police departments for anti-gun programs, and the feds are having county and city governments, and this is treason, this violates a bunch of state and federal laws, go around state legislatures and pass gun bans on city-by-city basis. This is another way they're coming after our guns. Well, that stinking criminal president, and he is, it's high treason when he goes against the Bill of Rights, he sits up there saying that he isn't anti-gun. At least be honest about it, scumbag.
Right. It's incredible. The mayor actually said he's asking Angelinos to, quote, turn in their guns, and this is all in an effort to get guns off the streets and, quote, prevent gang violence. But, I don't see how...
Oh, look at Mexico. Highest crime rate in the world. Highest crime rate in the world in Mexico. Total gun ban. They want us to live like people do in Chicago and Mexico City and New York City. All the highest crime rates in the world, city by city, nation by nation, because they're disarmed. And they always got thug, corrupt politicians and military police ruling over them with criminals running wild. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to ask all my friends to counter this action by going to their local gun shop on Mother's Day and purchasing a gun.
Absolutely. Become free human beings. At least get a taser or some mace and start protecting yourself. These people train their daughters to be victims, send them off to college to be raped and killed. I've heard literally, and I appreciate your call, scores of phone calls. Scores of phone calls from 911 where it's 5, 10, 15 minutes. And I'm not blaming the police. It's not their duty to protect you. If you actually read the law, and they can't protect you every time. And they're going, he's busting in, he's coming through the window now. And this will go on for 5 minutes, and then he's raping me. How about he comes through? Boom, 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 boom. You die. You like that? Yeah. I mean, I got 2 daughters. Let me tell you something. They're not going to lay around even if they didn't have a gun. They're going with a butcher knife. They're going to attack you, bastard. You got that? But no, the cops show up, the woman's raped and dead. Because they were taught how to be feminists by the CIA-run Miss Magazine. That's declassified, to break up the family so the state could raise all the kids and the women would be working all the time so they could have double taxes to break up the family and control it. Oh, it's so liberal. Oh, it's so good. I am fired up today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, and listen, I always say Obama's a puppet. I say Bush is a puppet. I try not to hate him individually. When I say scumbag criminals, Obama's just the titular head of that. He's the front man. And we need to not even get into hate of Obama, even though I catch myself doing it, because he's just a front man. He's just a puppet. The globalists want us to hate Bush, to hate him, instead of ever hating the Federal Reserve, the bankers, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Queen of England, the New World Order that own all this. But I mean the scumbag criminals engaged in high treason coming after the federal government illegally. That violates federal and state law, 10th Amendment, 9th Amendment state laws. Bypasses the state legislatures, which are moving towards pro-Second Amendment everywhere because the majority of people are waking up. They're moving to counties and cities and literally giving them federal money to pass laws against the Second Amendment. Now that's high treason. Everything our veterans fought and died for, everything land of the free, home of the brave is about, is under attack, and I'm sick of it. Let's talk to Tracy in Minnesota. You're on the air, Tracy.
Hi, Alex. God bless you and your family for your work and them putting up with you, and I just love everything.
Hey, I'm not a slave. Again, people get excited about sports. That's mental illness. They yell and scream. People say, oh, that's a good old boy. But you get excited about defending liberty, not having a bunch of bloodthirsty communists sucking you dry. You're some kind of weirdo. No, you haven't gelded me. I'm not your slave. I'm not under your control. I've broken your conditioning. Go ahead.
No, your animation and your energy is just, you know what, it's gotten my 8-year-old's attention, and he loves you, and it's getting information out there that I love you. I wanted to tell you about, we had a tax cut rally up here.
Obama's going around with a pair of scissors wanting to chop everybody's thingies off, and I'm not going along with it.
No.
I'm not gelded. Go ahead, ma'am.
No. I'm teaching my kids a lot. You're helping me teach my kids. Let's just say that. But, no, we had a tax cut rally up here at the Capitol, and, you know, it's so funny because it just finally hit me. You got these tea parties, these fake tea parties, whatever you want to call them. Then you got the feds, and then, boom, they try to, like, hit us with, oh, stay inside, put the masks on.
Martial law is good. We've got to confiscate your firearms and give you forced inoculations.
Yeah, and then maybe
here's the key point I haven't made. They say they're going to lock all the U.S. cities down, but the border and all the planes keep flying. We're going to lock down U.S. cities, maybe, and make you take shots, but the border stays wide open.
Right. And so right there you have, I'm thinking now, oh, well, they're thinking, okay, shut down the cities, shut down the protests. I mean, obviously.
Exactly. No. And look, this is a beta test for when there's real rebellion against the private bankers hijacking the nation and openly announce that they're going to use Northcom and the Army against us. They'll just release flu each time or say a new flu's out and, if a squirrel dies or something, they'll lock the whole country down. We'll burn the Bill of Rights and Constitution. Everything's over.
Right. Right, and we had about 2 or 3 days ago, we finally had our first case of the, swine flu in Cold Spring, Minnesota. And I know, we're not scared. 2 days later, 5,000 people show up at the state capitol. It hit me, like, we're not scared.
Exactly. God bless you, and that's the spirit. That is the spirit that will defeat the globalists. Time for one more? No. Let's jam in one more. Matt in Houston, in H-Town. You're on the air, baby.
Hi, Alex. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller.
Have you broken your conditioning?
Yes, sir.
Good.
I got my first done a week ago, and I've been preparing for a while.
Good.
I've watched the Obama deception. I've shared it with people that I work with. I'm handing it out on a flash drive. I have a DVD burner. I can burn up to 12 copies at a time. I'm very hyped up. I'm very excited. I'm not going to submit, not going to take the vaccination.
Yeah, that's the spirit. I can feel it. I can feel the liberty. I like you.
What I want to tell you about is breaking news from Canada. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency says that they've detected the swine flu in 6 months.
I got upset. In my pants, I heard the word bird flu. I'll hand in all my firearms now. What, you're saying they found bird flu or the piggy flu? Porky Pig?
And one, I guess.
Porky Pig is on the loose. Porky Pig! Oh. Yeah, lock the city down. Turn your guns in. Take forced inoculations. Oh, my God, there's been one death. Oh, help